I'm here with my wonderful friend, General Tom Kolditz. General Tom, I love working with you, and I've known you for so many years. You did a spectacular job of leading leadership development at West Point for the Army. And what you're doing now is mind-blowing to me in terms of how good it is. You're working here at the Doerr Institute for new leaders at Rice, and you're really developing leaders in a university setting, something that, at least at this level, has never been done before. And you kind of started from the ground up. So how did you do this? How did you take a situation where nobody's ever done this before, much of any place, and you're developing leaders for a whole private university? Now you have a huge number of the students who are signed up, who are excited, who are making a positive difference. Universities are not always noted for being willing to change. How'd you do it?
Well, Marshall, the first thing that we did was we listened. So we did 185 interviews here at Rice, talked to people about how leaders are developed so we would get the culture right.
Right.
Once we got the culture right, we had to have a plan that was excellent enough that it would be accepted at a top 20 university. That means we had to use professional people, we had to use evidence-based techniques, and possibly most importantly, we had to measure our outcomes so that we knew we weren't just entertaining students, but that we were developing them.
You know, I love the fact that you use measurement. I mean, I have a degree in mathematics myself. As you know, in my coaching process, I measure everything. And so if I'm a potentially, let's say, corporate person looking to hire somebody, and you could come to me and say, our graduate has really got some documented evidence they care about leadership development. They've studied about being a better leader. They're practicing. They've got a coach. If I'm in a corporation, I'd say, God bless you. That sounds fantastic.
It's a terrific opportunity for students and for corporations to get developing young leaders instead of people who are starting at the ground floor. Much of our research shows that students who don't work on their development as leaders are no better when they graduate than the day they walked in the door. And no company wants to hire a college graduate with high school level leadership skills.
No, and they're all technically competent. Let's face it. Anybody that gets into any top 20 college today, and to be honest, maybe neither you nor I would get admitted to one of these places today, but anybody gets in it, they are not stupid.
Right.
They are smart, they are hardworking, they're technically competent people. They haven't been trained in interpersonal skills.
No, they haven't, and those skills are necessary to leverage the degrees that they have in order to do well with them. This was the intent behind the donation from Ann and John Doerr that started the Doerr Institute, was to make sure that students were going to leave not just with a great education, but with the ability to apply it.
You know, if you had to look at not just Rice, but the larger university space, what do you see coming in the future?
Well, right now, the university space is a vacuum for high-quality leadership. I'm talking about a vacuum for business, a vacuum for new techniques, for measurement. And most universities that we talk to, and we talk to a lot of them, are very eager to get some meat behind their mission statement, because universities all have developing leaders in their mission statements. But they don't really know how to do it at high quality. And that's what the Doerr Institute wants to do, is to give away everything we've learned, to just give it all away so that other universities can improve their posture with respect to leader development.
You know, another thing that you're recommending, which I love, is the idea of creating a standard so that universities have an opportunity to reach this standard so that they can then say, we are serious about this. We are making a leadership development effort. We are developing future leaders. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I can. So in the Army, I learned that having high standards drives behavior.
Totally.
And so we're going to be able to articulate through third parties serious standards for leader development in higher education so that people understand what excellence looks like and how to achieve it. And I think we're going to find that universities are very eager to up their game.
I completely agree with you. Once they see the standard is there, and here is a bar, you either do or do not qualify to go over that bar, a lot of them are going to want to go over that bar. Now let's look at the future of the Doerr Institute for New Leaders. Where do you see your future?
Well, for the past 4 years, we've been working on creating a great example here at Rice. So we're working with about 40% of the student body. We're using only professional people. We're getting great effects. We're able to double the leader identity of the students who work with us, double it in magnitude.
Yeah, I've seen the numbers. They're amazing.
Right. So now we're shifting externally. We want to help other colleges and universities that want to learn from where we've been and what we're doing. And consequently, we're reaching out to every university that wants to improve their leader development to a professional level.
I love what you're doing. In my own life, I give everything away. All my coaching, all my material, all that stuff. It's all for free. And what's the worst that can happen? People get better. I love what you're doing because you're not just sitting there saying we're trying to help Rice. We're trying to help Rice help the world.
Well, we are. You know, colleges and universities in the United States graduate 2.2 million people a year. And right now, the vast majority of those individuals have not improved their capacity to lead. If we fix that, we can change leadership nationwide and globally.
And you know, one thing, as you know, there's the upcoming Thinkers 50 Award for the most influential coach in the entire world, and you are one of the 8 people that's on the final list for that, which, by the way, I think is completely well-deserved for the impact that you're making on a very, very large group of people. And the other thing, the impact you're making, not just today, the impact you're making, it's going to go beyond your lifetime and my lifetime. The impact you're making on the future. So thank you so much. Honored to know you.
Thank you very much, Marshall.